Alrighty, here we go. Episode 15. Sorry about the hiccup there at the beginning. Technical glitches as always. Um, Tonight, small crew. We got James coming in a little bit, but just kind of potlucking it tonight. Brad, did you want to start by showing off some of those phones you had? The the Moto Z that you had earlier.
Oh yeah, one of the things I picked up today was, of course, I bought a brand new phone called the Moto Z, and it's on Verizon though right now. It'll be on the other carriers later, but it's the world's thinnest cell phone. I get about 20 hours out of it. It's pretty sweet. But one of the things that just came out recently, if anybody knows about Hasselblad, then you know that their cheapest camera is about four grand, something like that. And but anyway, they came out with this little thing, which is made by Hasselblad, and it basically works with this phone. It's a magnet, and then voila, you have a full-on 10 zoom camera made by Hasselblad. It's about 250 bucks.
That's really cool. I really like taking photos with my camera.
Yeah,
My phone. My
Yeah.
camera on my phone. I really
But
enjoy
see,
taking photos with it. So having something like that is really cool.
there's a it's
I
becoming a
just
fun.
like the whole design of it.
It's becoming a whole thing of like, whether it's a phone or it's just a little bit of everything anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Phones are ridiculous.
I wanted to check with Brittany and make sure that we're actually getting our video feed and audio out like we're supposed to.
Oh, I hear it now, and I see it as well.
Okay. Because it's showing absolutely nothing on my little preview.
Mhm.
And I'm not
I
seeing
see it
anything.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all there. Yeah.
Oh, I was having a ton of problems earlier, but I ended up resetting my modem and my router, so it was my problem and not Twitch's problem.
Okay.
Uh,
Got it.
yeah. So, I guess it was just time for a reset. Yay, technology, my favorite.
Well, I mean,
Exactly.
like the biggest show we could have possibly had happened last weekend, and the servers had to crash.
Yeah.
I mean,
No. Okay, so something I've
Oh.
learned since streaming on Twitch is be prepared or just expect the shittiest things to happen to keep you from streaming or keep you from streaming well. Like,
well,
internet goes down, your computer decides, oh, let's upgrade to the next level of Windows, which takes a half hour to 45 minutes.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So-
everybody's been hit with that. Of course, I leave mine on all the time, so I've got it set
Uh-oh.
up to where between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. it updates. So in the morning, I just it's all set up and good to go. Is it cutting out again on us?
Yeah, I think your internet dropped for a
It
sec.
was just a little bit on you, Gary. Just on you, Gary.
Okay.
Dark,
Yeah,
dark fact.
Ooh, the whole stream took a dump.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, everything, like, whenever his voice cut out, it kind of, like, it
Oh, yeah.
disappeared for a sec.
Okay.
But it's back up now.
And now we're back.
Okay. Because it went blank on me again.
Yeah, I
So-
see us streaming.
Okay.
We're good.
But
We are attempting to have a show tonight. Now, whether Twitch will let us do this or not is a completely different story.
yeah. Oh, I thought of something to talk about. So yeah, technology. I'm prepared. So James and I recently purchased a Chromecast. I haven't gotten to play with it a lot. Oh man, it's totally downstairs. Well, if you look up a picture, you Google Chromecast images, you'll probably find what this thing is. But it's this little device that you plug into the back of your television. And it's basically one of these, I don't know what they're actually called, sort of a Wi-Fi transfer streaming device. So you can you play Twitch, play YouTube, play Netflix, etc. And you can use your Wi-Fi to port it to your TV. And I'm finding I have that same functionality on my Blu-ray player. However, this thing works so much faster than my Blu-ray player. It's amazing.
It is.
I think it's about $30 right now,
Yeah, it's about
approximately.
$30.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and it works also with you can stream your any kind of videos from your Chrome. If you have an Android phone, that is, if you have Chrome, then you can stream anything from that directly to the Chromecast, and you can also play any YouTube videos, anything that has that little icon that shows you that it's a Chromecast, and then you can just
Right.
click on it and boop, it's on the TV. I use
Um,
it's fantastic because when I travel, I take my Chromecast with me, and then I can just watch any shows and not have to buy porn off of the TV.
off the
It's so
hotel TV.
yeah, exactly.
So expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that's cool. It took you this long to get one, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of resistant to getting one at first, and
Mm.
then James is like, he really wanted one, and I was like, okay, let's just get it.
Living vicariously through you.
Yes, yes. So, well, we got it, and it works, and
Cool.
it's way better than the Blu-ray player.
Yeah, I mean the one that I had the Chromecast, but then I bought the NVIDIA Shield, and that basically is just a souped up, it plays games, but it also does the whole Chromecast thing, and I really like that. So I mean, if you want to spend a little bit more money, that's another way to go. Then you can play games with the controller and everything. So
Nice.
have you ever seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh well,
No,
good second.
yay! Dark
Sorry-
fact.
Sorry about that.
You just heard-
I'm trying to monitor the chat too, and I forgot I'd muted my mic because
Whoops.
not everybody wants to hear
Oh,
me water
hey.
bonging.
I have a potential request. You may want to make more than just yourself a mod, because this is Twitch, and it can be very difficult
You.
to completely monitor by yourself.
You should be.
I think you just type like /mod and then username.
And we shall do that. Now you're an empress.
Woo!
Go
I
forth
does
and wreak
not see
havoc.
anything. Go forth.
Have you heard what this is the legitimate storyline for for Transformers 5? This is no shit. I've double checked this twice. The whole story is they're going back in time to King Arthur and Merlin for Excalibur for Transformers 5th movie.
That's got to be.
That sounds like a kid's plot.
If it
Like,
was,
okay, I realize it's Transformers,
but
with movies, I was assuming that they were sort of adultifying it. But I haven't actually watched any of the Transformer movies for reasons.
I watched the first one, I watched the second one, and then that was about it. I was done.
The
I
last
watched
one
part of the
wasn't
first
bad.
one, honestly. The last one?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think I like it better without Megan Fox in there, and I liked it better with Mark Wahlberg in there.
Huh.
I didn't see the last one, but
It wasn't
I-
bad. I don't know. I feel like they had a perfectly good story, and all they had to do is just take this blueprint and make a movie. That's all they had to do. They didn't have to tamper with the storyline or rewrite it to fit Michael Bay's superior vision of an explosive-filled movie, but they did for whatever reason. And
Well, here's the thing.
They're good movies. I have no
Here's the-
qualms with them.
If you can make something that makes $400 million and it still stinks like shit, it's still going to get made. You're still going to get another one made because it made $450 million.
Absolutely.
So. And by the way,
that's why Call of Duty still gets made.
That's the NVIDIA Shield. Android.
That thumbpad I'll take over
Cool.
any other thumbpad any day of the week.
It's very cool. I really seriously highly suggest this. I think it's like $149, and it's got an NVIDIA, GPU in it, running everything. So,
Nice.
And you can stream your games from your PC directly onto your TV.
Yeah.
So you can play whatever.
Nice.
What's up, James?
Not much. Just had some dinner. What?
We
It wasn't
got
that good.
I was gonna say you must have been stuffing that in water or something because you ate that fast, dude. That was insane. So what's on? What's going on, James?
Not much. Got a update yesterday on Xbox. But by the way, Xbox One users, I'm having such a hard time with lag on the new dashboard. It's garbage in my opinion. I got a lot of games installed, but still, just going through the store and going through basic stuff, I shouldn't have 20-second delays on moving from one screen to another. So pretty aggravated with that. But I pre-ordered NBA 2K17. It downloaded last week for 45 gigs. Tried to launch it yesterday, and it had another 51 gig update. So for a basic basketball game, when it was all said and done, it was a total of I think 107 gigs. I have no idea why. I did launch it this morning. It's exactly like the last 3 years games. I mean, it's a basketball game. So.
What was that, day before yesterday, you got a hold of me and you was like, hey, are you having problems out lag? I was playing Star Trek Online, and I guess James was going to try it out too because it's a blast. It's a really good game.
Yeah, I ended up playing it on PlayStation because it
was
just
lagging
ran so
for
much
him
better.
so bad it was almost damn near unplayable, but it was playing smooth as glass for me. Garrett's played it all damn day. I come in from work, and he's like, there's this big Klingon on the screen. He's going, I'm making all of his armor red from the blood of his enemies. And I was like, God, dude, really? Seriously?
I've enjoyed what little I've played of it so far. I think it's got a lot of potential, but I think they could also...
There's room for improvement.
Yeah.
But
I think it could be a game you could play for a lot for a week, and then you're just completely burnt out of it and you don't touch it again.
One thing I did like is, like, there are places that you can just go and plunder around for no other reason than to just go there. And then all of a sudden you find yourself wrapped up in something. You're like, well, why is there pieces of a ship here? And then you start finding out, well, this is a lost ship that nobody knew where it went. So you just start looking around and you start digging and you find new things, and this leads to another, and then before long it was like a cargo vessel of people, and you find all their belongings and send it back to Starfleet, and they give it to the families or something. So it's kind of cool.
Sweet.
I'm trying to think what else I do today. I did watch a little bit of The Attack. They streamed some, and they were doing a charity for Paul Walker's Games for Paul. Don't know if anybody saw that, but it was pretty cool. They had a lot of celebrities on there. They raised over, I think, $127,000 by just $5-10 donations. Gave away a bunch of cool stuff. So really surprised me how much they had about 1,200 people watching through their 8-hour stream. So it's pretty nuts that they could raise that much money. But yeah, I kind of got sucked in and watched that for a little bit while on my phone.
Hey, James, did you ever play any of the Kingdom Hearts games?
Are they on GameCube?
GameCube and PS2 and PlayStation. Malik710 was talking about it's 358-2 or something like that. It's a real weird title, but it's a good game. I've seen a lot of people like play it and stuff.
I think I may have watched someone play, but I don't think I've played it.
And see, I don't have much knowledge of it because that's right about the time I started setting the PlayStation in the corner and started playing Xbox. So I started getting more into Halo and stuff like the Elder Scrolls. What was that one on the original Xbox? I'm trying to think. I think it was Morrowind. I can't remember now. But Fable and games like that, and I slowly started to get away from PlayStation. When I did, it seemed like there were JRPGs available, but there wasn't a whole lot of them. And then I just kind of slowly fell out of playing them altogether.
Says that, let's see. Looking forward to Forza coming out next week. Forza Horizon 3.
I played the demo, and I loved it.
I've never, some people are like, oh, I have to buy a 4K TV or I have to upgrade my console because of one game or because of one thing. The look of Forza Horizon 3 is enough to have me buy a 4K display Xbox One S. Like I'm ready to go all in right now just by the looks of that game.
Just from the feel of it. I mean, I haven't played a racing game that felt that good, especially on the Elite ThumbPad. It's perfection. And I've played a lot of the Drive. What's that one? The Crew. I played it. And
Oh yeah, it's very arcadish though, in my opinion.
Yeah, the physics in it's all wrong. And yeah, Malik, you're right. Final Fantasy IV is probably one of the best in the whole series.
Trying to think what's
Yeah, Forza was awesome. Forza 3, Horizon 3. From what I can tell, it's pretty big too. Just even in the demo, you can drive for hours and plunder and still find new places.
Yeah, it's I was really really impressed with it. I'm looking forward for it to being released. Not to jump off of the technology topic or anything, but
No, go ahead.
did you guys hear about this explosion in Manhattan? 25 people injured, dumpsters exploding.
I did
No.
not.
Yeah, I guess it happened. Pipe bombs are found, is what they're saying. A lot of the news outlets are mentioning it right now.
Oh, that's great. What day? What is today's date?
September
9/17.
17th.
Yeah.
They're only 6 days late.
Oh my god, I was seeing so many posts on my Facebook on September 11th about how this person did this thing which is so offensive. Like, I swear to God, multiple posts, and they were completely different things. Like, somebody made a cosplay of the Twin Towers. Somebody, like, I don't know, somebody made cookies. It was just really random shit. I was like, really? I didn't realize actually it was September 11th until like 10 of these posts appeared on my Facebook.
Yeah, well. My opinion on that is this country tends to live on the past.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Did any of you get the upgraded version to BioShock? Came out free on Steam. If you have BioShock 1 or 2 on Steam, you now have the remastered version for free.
Hold on, I'm looking at my BioShock right as we speak. Fire download?
Well, BioShock is like one of the best games out of the last gen, hands down. There for a minute, everybody froze, and I was like, "Shit, did we lose it again?"
No, I'm looking at my looking at my Steam account right now.
Everybody just went like,
Yeah.
they just completely froze in position. I was like, "Damn it!"
Let's all just keep moving. Jazz hands.
Jazz
Right.
hand. There you go.
Oh my god.
So
my hands look like they're just vibrating.
They do. They look like
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
It's almost like
I was gonna go with Look Who's Talking when Mikey's like in the womb and he wow.
this is some good stuff.
Quality material right here.
Yeah, no kidding.
And
So
Brittany,
what are you drinking? It looks like Jello. It looks like red Jello.
Oh. I am drinking tea. I don't remember what type of tea it is. It came loose leaf from Kroger, but it's Kroger brand. Like, it's sort of like passion tea, I guess, as far as like similar to like the Starbucks passion tea or
Yeah.
Tezo.
but wait a minute. Loose leaf
Yeah, loose leaf.
at Kroger?
Yeah. Well, I'm also not in West Virginia, so that helps.
Neither am I.
No kidding.
I would do anything just to have Kroger's. We got Publix. Love Publix, but I miss Kroger's.
Oh
Uh,
man,
We have Harris
Columbus.
here, and then
Columbus has giant
California.
eagles. Sorry.
Yeah,
What's that?
Sorry, it's a Skype delay. Oh god. We also have giant eagle, which is amazing here.
I
Like
love giant eagle.
they're glorious. They have what they call market districts, which is just a huge giant eagle with a food court and a bar and a Starbucks.
Because
Yeah,
you need
it's
that in your
glorious.
grocery store.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever to bring people in, man. I mean, if you're drunk,
Yeah.
It has an
you're gonna get
amazing
hot, you're gonna
collection
start
of
shopping
wine.
They
They
probably-
even have. Oh, sorry.
No, go.
I was just gonna say they even have this thing that's like super cooled water. It's super cooled water, so you can take your bottle of wine before you purchase it, stick it in there for they recommend 8 to 10 minutes, and you pull it back out. So cold. So it's cold enough so that you can get it home and then drink it, or you can go upstairs to the seated area and drink it there.
Or you can drink it in your car on the way home.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, the glory of grocery stores.
Honestly, I don't even
tea.
have that in California at my house in LA. I don't even have that, but yeah. that's
What?
pretty cool.
There's so many things I miss about LA. I mean, I really enjoyed it there. There's
Well,
always something new to go tinker with.
One thing that's really got me is like Fresh Market, Whole Foods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're constantly pushing wine on you. You walk down an aisle, hey, you want some free wine?
Trader Joe's?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah,
Trader
Trader Joe's it's right down the road from me. And
Yeah, it's like.
I go get like cookie cream peanut butter, and they're always like, "You want some?" Trader Joe's is amazing.
and this
I
bottle
love
of wine
Trader
goes with
Joe's.
that. So
Yeah.
This bottle of wine pairs very nicely with what did you
Hey,
say?
so-
Peanut butter?
peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
peanut
James,
butter,
so-
that's breakfast of champions.
Wine and peanut butter?
Always peanut butter.
Peanut butter and tuna.
Oh,
No,
Delicious.
it's not. It's not. It's not ew.
peanut butter and tuna.
Toast, peanut butter, tuna sandwich.
And that's what you make when you're in college, dude. Like
That's where I
desperate.
first had it. Yeah.
Exactly.
I can't believe I never thought
What do I
about
want to eat tonight? Peanut butter.
I can't
tuna.
believe I'd never thought of doing this before, but Rhiannon comes down. She's sitting there plundering the kitchen. I'm like, I hear toast. Yeah, I hear her making I hear the toaster being used. I'm like, And I peek around the corner. I'm like, wait a minute, I smell ham. She's heating up ham in the microwave, puts it on toast. I was like, I bet that's bitchin'. She throws her piece of cheese on it and sets it up. She goes, I love these, and walked off. I was like, I gotta try some of that.
I haven't had ham in years. I don't even know if I remember what
Yeah.
ham tastes like.
What?
I know this.
Tastes
Oh.
like ham.
This
Yeah.
I
really
just
good
heard
ham.
I love ham for breakfast.
Well, this really good ham that we get, it smells like feet when you open the package, but once you cook it, it's like, oh my god, it smells great.
Quick, he's gone. Run away.
Okay, everybody duck.
Brittany, did you end up getting a new phone?
No, not yet. I have been stalking a couple phones on Amazon. Sorry, readjustment. I've been stalking a couple phones on Amazon, and I might purchase or something a phone from Brad. Maybe. We'll see.
He
As long as
said,
I get a new phone.
I'd tell him the Moto Z. Grilled ham and cheese sandwiches or amazeballs. I'm addicted to the Star Trek game, so
Damn
a
it.
lot of my week was like consumed by playing that game. I've just had a blast with it. I've seen what we need to do is like write down the funny names of the ships that you've seen so far, because I've seen some hilarious names. Some of them I can't repeat.
When did it just came out this week, right? Is
On
that when
it.
it came out?
On X1. I don't know how long it's been out on PC.
Oh, okay. So Brad, while you stepped away, I asked Brittany if she had picked up a phone yet. and
She said you were gonna
she's
mail
still working on it. But I know you're not the biggest iPhone fan, but I did get a chance to set up the 7 yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Honestly, but the only difference that I could feel between the 7 and the 6S was just the button, just a little bit of the button, where they had to make it more waterproof. But
I figured it was just a number.
um, if
the
it wasn't for the camera, I would say you're absolutely right. Her camera took the same picture as mine 10 times better. So,
Yeah.
And it has an app that allows you to take front and back photos at the same time, which it seems stupid, but it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
So it allows you to use both cameras.
Oh.
So
That
I can
would
do
be
that.
kinda cool.
Samsung's
Or at least I used to
doing
be
that
able
for
to.
years.
right,
Yeah.
but Apple just preloaded the app in there.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
whether
Better late than never, I guess.
the funny thing was, I had a friend today. He got it, and he was like, "This is so weird. When I pick the phone up, it lights up," and he's like, "It never did that before." And I'm like, "I had a BlackBerry that did that, like
Yeah.
4 or
Mine
5
does
years
that.
ago."
Hell, my 920 did that.
You know, have you, James? She was asking about phones and stuff. I knew she's still looking for one. So, I got the Moto Z, right? This freaking thing. But they just come out with this. I just got it today. It's a Hasselblad.
Never even seen that before. Look at that.
Is that not cool as hell?
So it's a Hasselblad, which Hasselblad, I don't know if you know, they make probably the most expensive cameras in the world. Their cheapest one's about $4,000. But they come out with this, and the battery's a little bit low. It may not work, but it's got a 10 times zoom. Ends up just being just kind of like a small mini Canon camera that you could, but I mean, a lot better. But it's actually fantastic.
So is that a new add-on that came out, or is that something you can pick up retail, or is that something you had to specially order?
No, you can buy it at Verizon or at Best Buy.
Was it like $100 or something, the add-on, or?
This add-on is the Hasselblad is $250.
Out of curiosity, Brad, how bad does that beat up on the battery life?
Not really that bad, because it also, if I'm not mistaken, this also has a battery in it that needs to be
nice.
charged. But then, for the phone, you have these other backings that you just slap on, and that's 22 hours of battery.
I like the design of it.
It's fantastic. But anyway, yeah, I mean, going back to the iPhone, I mean, I was sitting with the guys in LA at the office, and basically, every time a new iPhone comes out, they are first in line. They always go get them. But this time they actually agreed that there's nothing new. It's nothing really. It's not worth upgrading to.
No, I didn't think so either. And AT&T had been they've been sending me emails left and right. They've been trying to do all these like good deals. They offered me a $400 credit for my 5S if I would upgrade, and I'm like, I bought out a 6S for like $700 last September or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, I just don't feel like it's time to upgrade. There's just not enough.
Sorry.
No worries.
Sorry, I'm just distracted by the chat.
Yeah, it's like a food battle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have that on. I didn't see it.
Give you a little banana.
Oh.
And I love Twitch chat so much. So I enjoy Twitch chat. Twitch chat, that is exactly what I was going to say.
Gary, you're muted.
No! So
Can't hear you.
Me?
you can go
I'm
onto
not
some
saying
people's
anything.
channels. Like, we're really tiny. My channel is also really tiny. So we don't experience like the sheer amount of comments that flow through some of these things. There's some places that you just like all the fun of it is just becoming part of the crowd and trying to like, I don't know. I guess there's some streamers who will actually notice certain comments. And so if like your comment is the one that's noticed, it's like, yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
But a lot of it becomes spamming of.
They're just flying by.
Yeah.
So fast.
Just like my hand.
We'll get there.
Yeah. One day. One day.
We'll get there.
Man, I I was actually growing fairly consistently, but then like I went through this span of like conventions every other weekend, which made it not very effective to stream.
Yeah, exactly.
So I haven't consistently streamed for at least 2 months. So
Yeah,
I'm about to get back into that though.
that's the thing is consistency on these streams. But
I gotta say, even though we transitioned from YouTube over to Twitch, we've been pretty consistent for a while now, almost since we started.
well, I mean, yeah. Well, anyway, we need to talk about that afterwards. So anyway, you know, Brittany, you've been going to these events and these Comic Cons and whatever else you've been going to. I mean, did you go to one last weekend? No, that
What's
was
today's
last
date? The weekend before this last one.
Oh, okay.
I went to Dragoncon in Atlanta, that one was September 1st through the 5th.
Yeah.
I flew down, which was a wonderful decision, by the way. If you live more than, let's say, 5 hours away, more than 5 hours away.
Yeah.
But it's a very fun convention to go to. There's so many different interests floating around that, like, you don't have to like Star Trek. You don't have to like My Little Pony. You don't have to like anime. Like, there will be something there for you. I'm a belly dancer. There's belly dance stuff at this point. Like, I have so many interests that I could just go there.
Just
yeah.
a hodgepodge,
Yeah.
Okay.
and that's the best kind of things to go to, is where there's a little bit of everything, because you kind of sample a little bit of all the different stuff there, and you get to move around through it, and it's not all one, not a steady diet of the same crap over and over.
Right. Something interesting about this convention is that more people go to this thing than the population of my hometown. If you give me just 1 second, I can tell you how many people went this year. I can attendance.
Now I just want to know my hometown's attendance here. What's the population of? Let's see here.
Tell me.
The
Goog is locking up here. Hold on.
Well, last year
77,000 in Mallet, in his town, or 70K.
Man.
Holy
1,800.
No.
1,846 in my hometown.
1,800 people?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Three here.
Yeah, Malik is saying that about
Me,
I'm thinking he's saying that this year there was about 77,000 people who attended DragonCon.
Wow, that's great.
As of last year or this year, my hometown has about 49,000 people. Yeah, that's pretty sizable. More people attend this convention than a town. This convention is spread across 4.5-ish
galaxies.
Hotel. Yes.
Oh.
Much better answer. Hotels.
Mm-hmm.
I think they pretty much mostly took over the 5th hotel this year.
Wow, that's crazy.
Do you ever go to anything, Brad? I know you used to go to stuff, didn't you? Didn't you used to go to a lot of?
Yeah, I go. Especially when I lived in LA, and now that I'm in LA, I was supposed to go to Monsterpalooza this weekend, but I'm here in North Carolina, resting and relaxing, trying to regain my health. But other than that, I'll go to the Comic Con. I was supposed to go to Comic Con this year in San Diego, but I couldn't do that either because I was busy working. Yeah, it's just a.
I almost went to the San Diego Comic Con. I was offered free admission, but I couldn't afford the the flight out there.
Oh, that sucks. I had VIP passes from one of the producers, and yeah, it killed me because I couldn't go because I could just go anywhere and meet anyone. But yeah, next year maybe.
I'm probably going to be cutting down the amount of conventions I go to next year in favor of life.
Yeah, you kind of got overwhelmed this year, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I did. I missed OhioCon, but that's fine. I had bad experiences. But I went to MagFest, which I think was in January. I went to Colossicon. I went to Dragoncon. I went to Otakon. And there was another one I went to. Which one is it? I feel like there's another one I went to. I'm about to go to Sabasacon at home. And I'll be dropping in at ShakaCon because it's the same weekend, and I have friends who are performing. So 7 conventions in a year. You know how many I usually do?
I think you
usually
need to
do,
go.
like, 2.
You need to go to Credit Card Con and apply for some new credit cards because that sounds expensive.
No, it is. God damn it.
Hey, Brad.
I was like just making
Yeah.
it. Oh, Indie Pop.
Tink-
I went to Indie Pop.
Where's
Tinkerbell's
Indie
been
Pop
following us for the last couple of
Indianapolis.
shows now.
Makes sense.
The one that said she was North Carolinian.
I'm sorry.
The one
Sorry.
the one that said that they were North Carolinian.
Yeah.
She's been following us for a while now.
North Carolinian? Yes. Hello, North Carolinian. I'm in outside Raleigh. I won't say exactly where, but I'm outside Raleigh. So anyway, yeah, I want to go to more of those. I want to go to more of the Comic Cons and the science fiction conventions and stuff like that. I typically go as much as I possibly can, but this year I don't know.
I went to MegaCon in
I was gonna say.
Orlando. They've had the Tampa convention one, but it's okay. It's okay to meet Lando and meet Darth Maul, but it seems like it's mostly you're waiting in line, and it just doesn't really appeal to me that much unless it's like somebody. Unless it's somebody like just out of this world that I would be starstruck to meet, but
For 3 years now, I've had the kids pulling me off to the side and going, "Can we go to Minecon?" It's like it's not even in this country this year. I think it's
that was one of the best things I ever did. It was me and Tina went to Tokyo and went to Yokohama to a science fiction convention. And it was the best. I swear to God, it was so freaking cool.
I would love to go to something like that.
We went with actually. If you see the trailer for the movie called The Arrival, it's written by Ted Chiang. It's one of our friends that we actually went with, and he was like a rock star in Japan.
Did you work on The Arrival?
No, I'm too busy on The Librarian season 3.
Oh man, I've been meaning to watch that.
4 more months and I'm done with that, and it'll be airing on November 20th.
I watched the first series, but for whatever reason, I lost track of it and didn't realize they were making more. Otherwise, I probably would have watched it.
Yeah.
I just watched Mr. Robot. Super excited for the season finale. I believe Rick and Dave and I are going to do a little. We're not sure if we're going to do it right after the episode. We're going to do a stream, just kind of talking about the season and everything. So. I think it'll be Friday because I think Rick bought the season on Amazon, and he can't watch it till the next day, something like that. So,
I'm anxious for and listen, I work in TV and film all the time, and I rarely ever I probably see 1% of the things I work on, but so I don't watch much TV, but I absolutely love Stranger Things, and I cannot wait for the new one. The new season.
I did hear that it more than likely won't be 2017 when we get season 2. If it is, it'll be like December. I'm hearing first quarter 2018, which I hope not, because kids grow fast and they're not going to be able to just instantly pick up.
Yeah, I mean, he's suddenly going to have 2 front teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They got to start filming for that kid soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see the they made one of these react videos on YouTube with the kids from Stranger Things.
Yeah, the
Dude,
retro. Yeah, that was funny as hell. The Pop Rocks. I just
Oh
laughed.
I laughed my butt off at that. Oh my goodness. It was fun. I didn't. Do they? Okay, so she's from England, right? Correct? Am I correct in assuming this? I've never looked it up.
Yeah, I think she's English, or yeah, but I'm not.
Okay. Do they not have Pop Rocks in England?
Well, I mean, how old is she?
Good
I don't know.
question.
She's got to be like
11.
10.
Yeah, she's not old enough to even know what a Pop Rock is.
But no, they still sell them at the store here.
Yeah, I don't
In
know if they sell
Columbus
that.
and in West Virginia.
Well, I don't know if they.
Well, I mean,
Well, that's West Virginia. They've stocked up on them. You know.
Hell, they
5
still
years
think
behind.
mining tokens is common currency.
Yeah, that's funny.
And it's not. There's a lot of people here that want more modern stuff here. It's the people running the towns, like the ones that ran you out, pretty much.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different discussion. But no, that's not the accurate. I mean, it's accurate, but there's a whole other reason. But, you know, what was I going to say? Oh crap! Sorry.
Womp
Brain fart.
womp womp.
Sorry.
Womp womp.
That's
Okay.
a good idea for
I
next
went
week.
blank, so. Oh, okay. Has anybody seen or been reading about any of the Rogue One?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay away from it.
I'm not doing anything that'll spoil the story for me. I'm just kind of like enjoying the trailers and some of the discussion about it, but I'm not really trying to ruin it for me because I really had a blast with Force Awakens, and I don't think this is going to be anything less.
I didn't have a blast with Force Awakens. It was a good movie, but I thought it was a bad Star Wars movie.
Which one?
The last one, The Force Awakens.
It didn't bring the 11-year-old kid out of me, you know.
No. It was a reboot for a new generation. It was a good movie, but it just wasn't. It wasn't a great Star Wars movie for me.
It was on a scale of 1 to 10. It was 10 above Episode 1, 2, and 3, for sure. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Revenge of the Sith. I don't love it as much as Empire or Jedi, but I could watch it anytime.
Well, Revenge of the Sith is like that ice cold beer you've been waiting for. It's that final fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, Darth Vader, that we've all been kind of thinking about.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, there was only if they had picked somebody else to play Darth Vader, then for God's sakes, it would have been better. But you know, when he goes no at the end, that was pretty cool. Ruins it for me.
Well, I still think 99.9% of what went wrong in the trilogies was George Lucas basically had nobody to go, hey, that's probably not a good idea, and keep things in check. And he just ran wild with whatever idea came to his mind. And
who's this?
George Lucas with the prequels. He just kind of ran loose, doing whatever thing he wanted with no checks and balances in place. And
well, I mean, he wrote them based on exactly what he always wrote. Most of them about it was like politics, family, and that. But the thing about it is that you know, they knew that when they watched the episode 1, they knew that it was going to be a dud, and it was.
Oh yeah. I mean, the fight with Darth Maul was great. They killed off a great bad guy in the first film with the Phantom Menace. I mean, they could have ran him for 3 movies.
Who?
Darth Maul.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about
They
him.
could have never killed him off as soon as that was
Ray Park.
Ray
Yes.
Park.
I don't know. I met him a long time ago, and he was in his X-Men stuff. He was the what the
Which
hell's the
one
guy in
was he?
X-Men? He was like the Toad guy, the frog guy.
Okay. Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler, whatever.
Was it Nightcrawler or Toad?
I don't know. I don't know that much about X-Men. I remember I met him, and he kept doing the whole Darth Maul spinny dual lightsaber thing when he was dressed in the X-Men, and people thought it was funny.
Well, no.
I think one of the coolest things I ever seen him do was like at one of the conventions just before Force Awakens. He was coming out and he was talking to the guy and they were going, having a conversation about Darth Maul. And this little boy comes walking up the edge of the stage and holds up a double-ended lightsaber to him, and he reaches down and autographs it for him, and then kind of wields it around a little bit and hands it back to that little boy. And this 7-year-old kid's walking with this lightsaber like this, like it's Excalibur or something, and like just sat there the rest of the show. Every once in a while, they would pan over to him, and he's holding it like this.
And there you go. Yeah, I mean, I met what is it, Brittany?
I forgot about something. You continue while I
thought you wanted to say something, but okay.
I did, but it was gone nearly as soon as I remembered.
I think we just blew
I have a
right.
note somewhere though.
We just blew right by the break. We're only about 10 minutes from being done.
We don't need a break.
Well.
Yeah, we're good. It's only minuscule amount of people, so.
Tonight will not be a 2-hour episode like it was last weekend.
Yeah, that was great, man. I mean, if we could find some more people to bring on, that'd be awesome.
By the way, if you are not following us, you should definitely consider following.
Yes.
We are on here every weekend. Sometimes we get really awesome guests on, and it's really entertaining and fun.
And
we'll get a little thing up. You can tip us.
Yeah,
Kids, get your parents' credit cards.
There's
no limit on what you can and can't.
And also, don't forget about me. I have my own channel. I think James has his own channel. Well, he's up here from my point of view, but actually, hold on. What does it do on the stream? Oh, he's over there. Anyway, yeah. So check all of us out.
I don't have a stream, so.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I've heard the Star Wars terrorist organization theory before about
Star Wars terrorist theory.
That's
about the rebellion.
Yeah.
Does anyone feel the rebellion in Star Wars was a terrorist organization?
By definition,
yes. How do you define terrorists? I mean,
it's one of these like one person's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter sort of argument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They didn't terrorize. The only people terrorizing anybody in Star Wars was, Darth Vader and his
terrorizing us.
Yeah, but from their point of view, they're just trying to maintain order, and so I mean, it's kind of a gray thing in Star Wars. Both sides are kind of douchey when you think about it.
Well, I mean, one's good, one's bad. One's black, one's white. There's a blue lightsaber and there's a red lightsaber. So it's good versus evil. What the hell?
I want to get one of these and stream in it. Let's see if it'll allow me to post the link.
No, I don't. I don't think it was a. I don't think the rebellion was a terrorist organization. No, there were no towers to bring down.
The sad part about all the Star Wars stuff is we'll probably be dead before they finish the Star Wars saga. We'll never know how all of Star Wars ends because Disney bought it. Disney bought it. We got a good 85 movies over the next 150 years.
Damn it.
They gotta milk it as much as they can, and if it does bad, they'll just stop making it, and then they'll remake it again.
Yeah, because why they remake, why they do reboots, right? It's in order to keep the rights to the book or the movie or whatever.
So what do you mean, like like some sort of an agreement, like you only have licensing for this for 20 years unless
the licensing is every 5 or 10 years, and once that comes to, if you don't make something in between that time that you own that license, then that license will expire. Then you have to rebid. But if they just keep making them, then they keep that license. So
that's why we got a shitty Fantastic Four.
Why do you think we had 4 different Spider-Mans now? So.
I just want a Shadows of the Empire, and then they can just burn all of Star Wars. Just please make Shadows of the Empire.
I'm so
Yes.
sick
Oh.
of reboots. Like reboots. Like, okay, all those, most of the stuff coming out, or that most of the stuff that is out and is coming out in the near future that I've been hearing about have been reboots, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I want something new. I want something original. Give me
Well, I
something
mean,
of quality.
yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, there you go. I think the Arrival is going to be good, and that's not. I'm not being biased just because the dude's one of my buddies, but I think Arrival is going to be really, really good, and that will open the door for some other
New films.
new, you know, ideas. The thing about it is if you do a reboot, you already know that you have a large group of fanatics that will follow that. So you're going to make $100 million, unless you're redoing Ben-Hur, which flopped.
Or
Did
or if you do
Oh,
Ghostbusters
yeah.
and lose $70 million.
Didn't that movie do pretty good though?
I
Which
thought
one?
it did.
Not. I don't know.
Which one?
Ghostbusters.
I never did get to see it.
Ghostbusters did really well. Ghostbusters did really well. There'll be a second one, but I mean,
Yeah, I've already read they're gonna sign on for a second and a third one for it.
yeah. So
So.
I mean, that's a shoe-in. I mean, that's. I thought it was good. It was entertaining, but was it as good as the first one? Hell no. But
No.
I got one chuckle out of the whole damn movie. Rhiannon was so offended by the movie, she got up 30 minutes in and said, "Turn it off," or "Let's go," or "Get out of here," or "We gotta get out of here. This sucks." I mean, it was that bad.
What do you think your favorite movie remake of all time is?
Oh, that's
my remake. Oh God.
To me, it's not going to be one that To me, it's the Dawn of the Dead that they remade in 2004. I absolutely love that. It's one that I can sit and watch both of them like back to back, the old one and the new one. But
I really can't say that there's any I mean, there's no reboots that I can say that I think was
better
better
than
than the original.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting at.
I think War of the Worlds was better, but then again,
What?
they had a lot more to work with.
Are you kidding? You mean you're talking what? Are you talking?
I thought the Tom Cruise one was better than the original.
Well, I have
And-
to say,
and-
yeah, I
Well,
kind of agree. I worked on it.
I'm a poor judge on that. My sister, when she was little, so we watched War of the Worlds when she was like 4, and so she became extremely obsessed with this movie, so much to the point where she was like really obsessed with the little girl. So she insisted she wanted to be blonde and be called Rachel. She's a redhead, by the way.
What movie was that?
War of the Worlds.
Oh, okay. And just scream and cry the whole freaking time, right?
I know.
Kind of like the
Oh.
chick in second indie film.
Oh, by the way, I can tell you exactly what I thought was a good reboot.
What's that?
Best reboot so far. Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Which one? The one with Mark Wahlberg or the Rise of the Planet of the Apes one that they came out with a few years back?
I think both of them.
Yeah, I really
I
enjoyed
like
the Mark
them.
Wahlberg one.
I
A
think
lot of
the-
people shit on it, but I like it.
I like
I
they
think
were
they're
just pecking
all-
at it, just being typical trolls.
I think those are really good. They try to stay as true to the original idea, and that's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Ben-Hur, whatever, that just never should have been made. But I was looking at my movies up on the wall there, and I really seriously, that's the only one I can pick out that I could say, yeah, that's probably one of the best ones, reboot wise.
I gotta agree with you on that one. I mean,
A couple years ago, I went to go see True Grit, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
But it's been so long since I've watched the original that I can't honestly say. I'm just trying to think of different reboots that I've actually
Yeah.
seen.
Okay, terrible ones. Get the terrible ones out. The Karate Kid.
yeah,
That
Oh.
was garbage. The
Yeah.
Bad News Bears I thought was garbage.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw the original one. Let's see. I did like the Ocean's 11 reboot. I thought Ocean's 11
I
was
thought those
great.
were great, man. Yeah, those are great.
And I hear they're making another one with an all women's cast. I don't know if it's going to
Well,
be an Ocean's.
That's a big thing in Hollywood right now. So
Oh no!
you're gonna see a lot.
Stop.
You're gonna see. You're gonna see it.
No.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was terrible for me. I didn't like the newer one.
No.
I'm just waiting for them to remake Wizard of Oz. You know it's coming.
Oh
know,
no!
They already did.
Did they?
What?
Yeah, I mean it was.
Yeah, it was
what-
I mean,
The
you're calling
Wiz.
the no.
Oh,
I mean, the Wiz takes place in like Chicago or something. They spend half the movie in a parking garage. It's not the Wizard of Oz. You know?
So Malik 710 says Rise and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes were more prequels and remakes. Meh.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, sort of. Yeah, but it's still better than any other reboot or remake of anything, as far as I'm concerned.
I still prefer the '84 Transformers film to any of the ones Bay's done, hands down.
Well, I mean, I'll always prefer a Transformers cartoon over live action. So, do you guys
it's my brother.
remember? I know you probably aren't going to remember this, Brittany, but do you guys remember the cartoon Mask?
Oh yeah.
Wait, like
You mean
the
from
mask?
the movie Mask?
No, not the Jim Carrey mask, not the green guy. Mask, where these guys had like these. They were like these masks that came down over their shoulders. It was a cartoon.
Yep. And they had crazy ass vehicles that went along with them. I remember them. They were out about the same right before Transformers.
It's M.A.S.
Yeah, it's something,
Okay.
something.
Oh.
Probably killing. I don't know what.
No, I don't remember that. I just looked it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember this. I totally remember this, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking for the episodes of them, and you had mentioned to me that website that had a bunch of streaming cartoons on it, but I was unable to find anything.
Those are tough
Well,
to come by.
Mask. It's funny because Mask season 1, episode 1 is right here on. It's right here on YouTube.
On the YouTube.
It's
On
full-
See, I-
YouTube?
I don't even try
All
YouTube because
time?
it seems like they always.
Them crazy kids and their YouTubes.
We should call the YouTube camera crew over here and we should film something. Isn't
Well,
that how it works?
hey, Brad, I got one for you. I went to post me playing my game I made, and YouTube DMCA'd it. They pulled it down for copyright material. And I was like, I own the fucking game. And they said, well, you still have to submit it. So I submitted the petition to say, I own this material. What documentation you need? And they said, you'll have to wait 30 days for the offender to respond. But it never came to me. It went to some company in Germany.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, well, that's got to be an automated robot system of some kind.
But what? But then.
But
why
it's
would they
not even their fucking game.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Well, they're looking at the music and not the game. But YouTube does have automatic, like you upload something and they automatically have it so that, I guess, agreements with people with stuff that's well known.
There's content agreements, yes.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Licensing agreements. But I mean, it's
What are you doing?
it's. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, if you saw somebody playing your game and they didn't pay for it, then I mean, you're not gonna like it.
It's a $7 game. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
Wait, I paid 10 for it.
yeah.
You bought.
Wait a second.
That's because the PC version wouldn't let me sell it for any cheaper. That website I used, it wouldn't let me set it any lower than $10. I was just gonna ask like $2 or $3. That's all I wanted because.
Well, talking about video games, and you're making video games. What are you? What do you think of Unity Engine versus the Unreal Engine?
You got to stay out of here. Come on.
I
come in
have
here.
not used the
Stay
Unreal
away.
Engine since its very early days.
Hmm.
So, doing a comparison on what it is now, and Unity against what Unreal was 15 years ago would be kind of fair. I can say that Unity is extremely easy to use. You just have to figure out how they want you to feed what it wants. There's no playroom, there's no float. The engine's completely ignorant. You get an engine, and you have to tell it how to talk to the controls. You have to tell it how to use the audio system.
And then, are you talking about Unity?
Unity?
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb, I guess is the word I'm looking for, because like it has a user interface, but 99.9% of what you do is going to be hand typed code in order to get it to do anything, unless you want to pay like some exorbitant.
Well,
fee.
then I guess your answer is Unreal Engine is a much better platform.
I don't know because I haven't used it. I don't know. In recent years, I haven't used it, so I don't know if it's built on that same premise. But there are a lot of people that use Unity, but they go on Unity's site and then they'll go through the plugins and they'll say, well, I want to do 2D RPG. So I'll buy this package from Bob Killer 29 for $200, and all I got to do is drag and drop artwork packages. And then he's done with the game, which is great. I mean, that you can do that, but the engine's $1,500 plus $200 for that. Plus, if you sell more than 1 million copies, they take a percentage of sales.
Right, exactly.
So by the time you end up paying out everything you owe, you're probably only gonna make $1.50 out of a $10 game.
That's why you guys send 10 million or sell 10 million. Yeah.
So,
all right.
Honestly, I've been writing code now for a engine from scratch.
What were you going to say, Brittany?
Oh, I was just going to say that I hear a lot about various gaming engines. So I decided to look up a list of games which were made with Unreal and Unity.
Right.
I must say that there's a crap ton more games that I recognize made with Unreal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gears of
like
War,
BioShock.
Every good FPS in the last 5 years
is
Right,
probably
yep.
on Unreal.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
The Doctor Who game.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Fable.
Well,
Fury. Game of Thrones. Gears of War. Goat Simulator. Yes.
Wait, that's Unreal?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Unreal.
Yeah, because I saw the Unreal logo whenever the kids fired up.
So this brings me to my other question. How many of you guys running on your systems? How many of you are running SLI or 2 GPUs basically? Are you running 2 GPUs on your PC? If you have a PC, are you running 2 GPUs or are you just running one?
It's not on this PC. This one's running a 710 that James gave me, actually. The one that I've built as my secondary is running dual 550 Ti's.
Mm.
This big beast here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And these are badass cards. They're 1 gigabyte DDR5 SLI. I mean, they're awesome cards.
Yeah.
And I figure that'll kind of help that.
Well, what about you, Brittany? What are you running?
Well, my computer situation is glorious right now. When I say glorious, I mean that with the ever sincerest amount of sarcasm. Kappa. So I, until recently, have been using a Dell Inspiron 15. And then,
laptop?
Yes. So, and then, I've been too broke to like actually purchase. I have a list of computer parts which I desire greatly. But then, anyway, at work, they're afraid of technology there. And our computers got a, what do you call it? A ransomware it got ransomware. Somebody
Ah.
let ransomware in, and them being afraid of it, I fixed the problem. But them being afraid of technology, they were like, "Oh, I'm just going to throw this computer out because I don't want it in this office." So
Oh.
I was like, "It's mine."
I get that all the time. It is the greatest thing
Oh
ever.
goodness. So
Free
anyway,
hard.
I got some sort of HP. I can't HP Pavilion something or other.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. all right.
Which runs better than my laptop. Recently, I acquired a graphics card from James as well, which is where'd the box go?
Me and Brittany was talking to James, I think
Damn
after
it.
the show before David
Where is
Crane
it?
came on, and James was like, "Does anybody need a video card?" And it looked like
I
the
have-
Joker or something pulling out
I got-
a deck of cards, and he's like, "Pick a card, any card."
Oh, there you go. What do you? 7:30. Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
which
that's
is
good.
better than, yeah, it's better than nothing. So, it actually improved the performance of my computer whenever I'm playing Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
Because I got to play Overwatch a couple times, and then I got the card and put it in,
Yeah.
and played it again. Wonderful.
Oh, you got-
But
yeah,
the
absolutely.
computer that I intend to put together will be capable of VR. I
There you
plan to have a little bit of extra money here soon, which I plan to use to purchase computer parts. I already have a set of DDR4 RAM.
Oh,
I'm
sweet.
sorry to continue to ramble on about
No,
this,
no,
but
no.
anyway, that's
You're
been my
fine.
life.
That's cool.
I think
Awesome.
the first time I ever saw where a video card made a marked difference was a friend of mine bought a diamond. I think it was like one of the first 64-bit cards. If I had to date it for you, and he was playing Duke Nukem and he could run into his own bullets. It would like freak the game out.
Okay.
That was
not everyone.
that was like one of the first times I was like, damn, a video card really can take a lot of load off the CPU and actually make the machine run better. And after that, it was like, okay, beefy card, you can slack off on the CPU a little bit.
What about you, Jay?
I've got a 970 in here in my main computer, but I need to get another motherboard. I really want a newer motherboard. I have a newer i7 chip that I want to put in, and my plan was to do it before Battlefield 1 came out. But playing the demo Battlefield 1 did not excite me enough to make me want to go out and spend a bunch of money. So
What kind of motherboard?
it's a Asus motherboard. It's a high-end one. I don't know the exact model, but it's around $349, and
X99 Deluxe probably, or something like that.
yeah, it was an X. I believe so. Actually, I have it bookmarked here because I look at it every day and decide if I'm going to charge it on the credit card or be an adult and
Be responsible.
Yes, adult.
But here's the thing. Yeah, adult sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a i7 670 Skylake quad core 3.4 in my work computer that I never ever use. So I'm pulling the chip out of that and putting it on a nice motherboard.
Nice. Okay, that's awesome. Cool.
By the way, Brittany, I wanted to point out something. I was looking at the metrics on YouTube, and
Yeah.
like the episode we did with David Crane is up to 348 views in
Nice.
7 days, and
You,
and what's weird is the amount of female population that was watching our videos is almost tripled.
Interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. We need
That's
more.
good.
We need more women.
Well,
There's plenty of female gamers out there.
I
It's
think-
just
I think that's kind of where Brittany kind of started in with us was we were doing one on women gamers, and that was like our second most popular episode we've done on YouTube. And then the one before that was the one James, I think, made the recommendation on, which was microtransactions.
Right.
And
That's
hey, I I went through a period of time last year, which was a very painful period of my life, where I did not have a computer. Ugh.
I
Never
remember
again.
I
It
didn't have a
sucks.
computer because there were no computers. I remember those days. It was a calculator. That was about the biggest, baddest thing we could get, you know. So.
Well,
You make words, or you type in some numbers and you flip it over and it's words.
I
Yeah,
remember.
like Booby or something like that. It was, you know.
I remember the coolest shit in the world was to sit down and do some of the basic programming on Brad's Atari 600 XL. I was like, holy shit, a computer! This is really cool.
400 XL.
Was it a 400?
Yeah, I had a 400. That was the first one that we did, and then the 600 came later, but that was much later.
I don't know why, but I remember the 600 a lot more than I do the 400.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but yeah, that was good times, man. Basic A.
Yep. Getting like the EGM books, and inside of it's this 4 pages of basic code, and you type it all in, and you're like, son of a bitch, it doesn't work.
Yeah. How many times did that happen?
Oh, God.
A lot. All right.
I've been in that situation, too. 4 desktops and 2 laptops in my house, and none of them are mine.
EGM when they just went digital, didn't they? They don't actually release a magazine anymore, do they?
No, they don't have a magazine.
I don't
Not
know
a
if they do or not
practice
anymore or
magazine.
not.
No, they're on. They're still. Yeah, they're still. Actually, Geek Magazine, which I talked to you guys about earlier.
Yeah.
Just came back out, but that's also owned by the same guys from Electronic Gaming Monthly. So yeah, they're still around, still digging in, but it's all only online. Geek Magazine is actually on the newsstands, also.
Newsstands, what's that?
Well, you know, Barnes and Noble.
Newsstand? What's a newsstand?
Newsstand.
Newsstand.
I just dated myself.
You need a big mustache.
What's
What
that?
do you do? Big mustache.
Yeah.
Of course, that
That's
looks
Jamie
more like
Brown.
Nordberg, don't it?
Jamie
Zoidberg.
Mythbusters.
Why not Zoidberg?
Well, you can't do that, Adam.
Exactly.
All right, we're starting to make funny hand faces, gestures, and stuff again.
I think this is how we should end the show.
I think so.
Shake your hand, too.
I wanted to thank everybody for watching. We had a pretty good turnout tonight, and thank everybody that got to show up. And I guess we'll see you fellows 10:30 next weekend.
Yeah.
Peace out.
You